video I will discuss combination. What is a combination? Combination, just like a permutation, we were denoting it by NPR. Similarly, combinations we are denoting by NCR. In a permutation, your formula was n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Similarly, in a combination, your formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. Now, in your mind again it will be a question that where we will apply a permutation and where we will apply a combination. In a textual part, while we are doing these exercises, we are knowing that this exercise is fully based on permutation and this one based on combination. But in exam, it will not be given that here apply a permutation and here apply combination. So that time how you will get this idea that in this question I have to apply a combination. So you have to remember only one thing, that whenever I can feel some places, I have to arrange numbers, I have to arrange letters. Some arrangements is there. Arrangement of chairs, arrangement of persons in a particular manner in which one rule is given to you. So in that type of concept, it is a topic. In that part, you have to apply a concept of a permutation. But while it is given like an example, suppose a deck of a card. So in that deck, you have to choose a number in such a manner that red queen should come first. So that time you have to choose, you have to select something. I have to select two boys from in a class who are very good in English, who are very good in mathematics. So whenever selection is there, choice is there, that time combination. While we are selecting something, that time it is not compulsory that those all things should come together. From those all we are choosing something. So that choosing part will be your R and all will be considered as N. So where we have to choose something, where we have to select something, so that time combination. And where we have to arrange a particular thing on a particular order, so that time it is a concept of permutation. Now, from exercise 7.4, I will discuss two questions which is based on combinations only. First one is, first question is, if NC8 is equals to NC2, I have to find NC2. Okay. Now, your question is, here this condition is given to you, this relation is given to us, it means we have to use this relation to determine this value. Now, we can evaluate this combination only when, if we are knowing a value of n. Because if I know what is an exact value of n, then I will put in a formula and I can find out my answer. But here this n is unknown, so first of all here we have to find out n. Now, here in a combination or one chapter is there, that is a binomial theorem. Now this chapter is not in your syllabus, but based on that chapter you have to remember only one or two things. Very simple, like a formula, you just remember it, that NCR is equals to NCN minus R. This one is a well defined property. So here if I will choose NC2, because I want to find NC2, that is why I am choosing NC2. So which is equals to NCN minus 2. Now your relation is given here, NC8 which is equals to NC2. In place of NC2, now I will write down NCN minus 2. So it will be NC8 which is equals to NCN minus 2. Now see, I can equate this base. So 8 is equals to n minus 2. So n is equals to 10. So here, in place of n, I will substitute 10. So my 10C2 is equals to 10 factorial. Your formula NCR is equals to n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. So applying the same formula, n means here 10 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So which is equals to, here you will get 10 factorial upon 10 minus 2, that is 8 factorial into 2 factorial. Now if I will open this 10, I will get 10 into 9. 8 factorial will be cancelled out. Now you have 2. So 2 5s are 10, 9 5s are 45. So like that you can evaluate its value. Here just one formula you have to remember. Actually it is a fully based on a binomial theorem, but now this chapter is not in your syllabus. So just remember this as a formula. Now next question here I will explain you. Here your question is determine n. We have to get the value of n. By one relation is given that 2nc3 raise nc2 which is equals to 12 ratio 1. So here ratio given, it means this value I can write down in the denominator. So here it will be 2nc3 upon nc2 which is equals to 12 upon 1. I will apply a formula of a combination NCR which is equals to n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. So here n is 2n. So I can write down 2n factorial upon 2n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial whole divided by n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial which is equals to 12 by 1. Now, there is a multiplication rule that fourth quantity will be multiplied with the first one, second quantity will multiply with the third one. So, here I can write 2n factorial into n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial divided by 2n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial into n factorial which is equals to 12 by 1. So, here I will solve, which implies, now you can observe 2n is a bigger than 2n minus 3 obviously. So 2n if I will open, I can get 2n into 2n minus 1, 2n minus 2, 2n minus 3, 2n minus 3 upon 2n minus 3 factorial. In a numerator 2 factorial, that is 2 only. In a denominator 3 factorial. In place of 3 factorial I can write 3 into 2. Now in n minus 2 and n factorial. So n factorial is a bigger quantity. So n minus 2 will remain as it is. If I open this n factorial, I will get n minus 1, n minus 2 factorial which is equals to 12 by 1. Now if I will solve, I will get 2n minus 3 factorial, 2n minus 3 factorial will be cancelled out from here. 2 into 2 again cancel, 2n minus 2 factorial, 2n minus 2 factorial will again cancel. So now you have 2n, 2n minus 1, 2n minus 2 divided by 3n, n minus 1 which is equals to 12 by 1. Now cross multiplication. So here you have 2n. From here if I will take out 2 common into 2. So 2n minus 1 into n minus 1 which is equals to 3 into 12 into n minus 1. Again n minus 1 will be cancelled out. 2 6 are n again cut. So now you have 2 if I multiply inside. So will be 4n minus 2 which is equals to 18. So 4n is equals to 20. So n is equals to 5. So like that you can solve it. But while you are solving such questions, it is a very simple question, but you have to remember that while you are opening a factorial, that time a bigger quantity always you should open. That time, suppose if it is creating confusion that 2n is a bigger or 2n minus 3 bigger, so you have to remember only one rule, that while we are opening a factorial, that time all the time we have to subtract 1. So if I subtract 1 from 2n minus 3, it will be 2n minus 3 minus 1 will be 2n minus 4. So we are not reaching up to that nearer quantity, but we are moving far and far. So in place of that, I have to subtract from a 2n. So if I subtract 1 from 2n, I will get 2n minus 1. Again I will subtract 1, I will get 2n minus 2. Again if I subtract 1, I will get 2n minus 3. Similarly, you have to think and you have to reach up to your final answer. Hope it is understood.